Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Devin Taylor and I am the owner of Sweet Notes Bakery, and welcome back to my summer series, which is all about desserts that are perfect for all of your parties and picnics. Today I'm going to be making a Heath cookie dessert bar. I haven't made this before and I'm always looking for new recipes. I have a picnic to go to tomorrow and I think these will be perfect to whip up. They only bake for 25 minutes. It's going to be really quick. Cut them up, throw them in a container, and you are good to go. I am so excited to make these Heath cookie bars because I've never made them before and I think they are going to have something for everyone. You're going to get crunch from the toffee, you have delicious chocolate, which you can't go wrong with, and the base is butter and brown sugar and flour. It's like a fudgy blondie. It's going to be delicious. So here I already have my butter, 2 sticks of butter in my bowl, and you know I like to cream that a little on its own before I add in any of the other ingredients. That just lets everything really incorporate easy. Just break it up. It only takes a few seconds. Perfect. See, that's all. Next, we're going to add brown sugar. 1 cup of brown sugar. I will link the recipe below. I did alter it a little bit because I don't think I could find the same candy pieces they were looking for, so I'll put my changes in there as well. But we're doing 1 cup of light brown sugar and we're going to cream that with the butter. All right, I have a nice creamy mixture here. Little tip for you: when you're working with creaming ingredients to your butter and your sugar, you want to mix them longer than you think. Often people underbeat these 2 ingredients and they don't get the smooth, creamy texture that they could have. This goes for cakes, cupcakes, cookies, brownies. So especially when you're not using brown sugar, but when you're using granulated sugar of any kind and you're mixing it with butter, you want to beat it for a couple of minutes and really get that butter to lighten up, and you're going to see it change colors. It's going to go from a deep yellow to a much paler yellow. I have 2 egg yolks and 1 teaspoon of vanilla that's going to go in next. Now don't throw away those egg whites. Save those. You can make meringue. I use it for my white cake batter. Uses just egg whites. Same thing if you need just egg whites for something. Save the yolks, put them in a container, label them. You can make lemon curds. No reason for that to go to waste. Now salt. And then we can slowly incorporate 2 cups of an all-purpose flour. All the flour is incorporated, so we're actually going to be done with the mixer. I'm going to go back to our spatula, give it a stir. You're going to notice that it's a crumbly texture. That's exactly what we're looking for. It doesn't need to come together perfectly like a cookie dough because we're going to press this into the bar pan. All right, now it's time to add our add-ins. The delicious mini chocolate chips is what I have here. And I have about 3/4 of a cup of Heath toffee bits. I think from the recipe what they were looking for was actually cut pieces of Heath bar because it said milk chocolate coated, which I didn't see anywhere and I did not have time to cut up. So we're going with the toffee bits and some mini chocolate chips. That'll mimic the same kind of thing. And we're going to mix those in just with the spatula. That also will help us to not overbeat the mixture with the eggs in there, so it stays a nice tender cookie and doesn't get tough. I think I have it all incorporated. It smells amazing. You can take a look at it here. It has chocolate chunks and those toffee bits. I'm very excited for this. So let me clean up my space a little, wash my hands, and we'll get this in the pan and get it in the oven, and we'll have Heath cookie bars in no time. And we're back. So if I didn't mention it before, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Grab a 9x13 pan and line it with parchment. When you do that, you want to leave the ends of the parchment like this long. You want them to stick out over the sides. So this is a trick that I have learned from watching the Food Network and countless baking shows. And if you do this, and we load the bars in here, when they are cooled and finished, you can just run a knife along to loosen it from the pan and lift them straight out on the parchment, put them on a cutting board and cut them on there. You don't have to cut in your pan, which I like for multiple reasons. You're not worried about trying to scoop whatever it is down and out. So it helps things not to fall apart, and also you're not potentially scoring the bottom of your pan with your knife. All right, let's pour it in here. We're going to use our hands, which is why it's always important to wash your hands, but we are going to use our hands here to press it down into this pan. Make sure we get it in the corners really well, make it nice and even. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's going to be much easier going in with your fingers than it is trying to fight with a spatula. There it is, the completed base. That step is also a really great one if you're cooking with your kids, to have your kids do. They can get their hands in there. It's kind of really satisfying, even for adults. So if you've got kids in the kitchen, this is a great recipe as well. There's lots of things that they can help be involved with and lots of little steps that are perfect for little hands. So now we're gonna pop this into the preheated 350-degree oven for 25 minutes. Welcome back. They are out of the oven. They smell amazing. I have a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips here. So the recipe says we're going to sprinkle them over the top, wait about 5 minutes, let the heat from the bars melt the chocolate, then we're going to level that out and finish it off with some more toffee bits. It's been 5 minutes. I did test it. This might work. If it doesn't work though, something you can do is just turn off your oven and pop the pan back in for a couple of minutes and use the residual heat from the oven to melt the chocolate chips. So, I mean, this looks like it's gonna work. That's a very clever little trick. You're not dirtying another dish. So I'm just using an offset spatula to spread it out over everything here. There we are. So I'm just gonna take the toffee bits and we're gonna sprinkle those over the top. Then this will set. You could leave it just on the counter and let it set at room temperature, or you could throw it in the fridge for at least a half an hour to harden up. That lets the chocolate set. Also, you wanna make sure that it's completely cool regardless for when you go to cut them. Once mine cool and set, I will cut them and attach a picture at the end. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you're enjoying my summer series so far. And of course, I also hope you're enjoying summer. If you haven't already, please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, which will let you know every time I upload new content. And you know I've got lots of great recipes to share with you yet this summer. Thank you guys so much and have a sweet day.